Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah. All praise to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shah, by Hashem Kakadash. Yahweh being the name of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shah being the name of His only begotten Son, who they ignorantly call Jesus Christ. Now I want to make this video because these people say that we prophesying about Esau is a problem, and us doing what the Lord told us to do is a problem, because when you go into First Thessalonians, this is what was supposed to happen before the end came. See, the Great Awakening was parallel to exposing who Esau is. See, because he's trying to hide himself, and we are witnesses exposing his identity in the courtroom. Now let's go to First Thessalonians. Let's see. Second Thessalonians, Salakia 2 and 3, and it reads, Let no man deceive you by any means, because it's a nation that is doing the deception. It's a nation that is the devil, which means deceiver. See, this is why we call these individuals devils, because they are going to deceive you. It say, for that day shall not come. So the day of salvation, see, is dependent on Esau being exposed. For that day shall not come unless you expose Esau. See, unless you reveal this man, unless he is being revealed, and you just can't talk about the situation one time and he gonna be revealed. See, you can't get into all these other situations because they not dependent on that day is not dependent on all of these other situations. It's dependent on Esau being revealed. It said, except there come a falling away first. So the Israelites had to fall away from the homeland and from their identity. That already occurred. It says, and that the man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. Okay. And verse 4 shows how the so-called white man gonna put his picture up as Yahweh Shah and as Yahweh. See, God and his only begotten son, they showed themselves to be them. See, they put him in their image, Salaki. And so when you go to verse 7, it say, and the mystery of iniquity do already work. See, the secret of these people trying to hide their identity, they was calling themselves Romans and Greeks. See, trying to hide their identity, they was already trying to make their identity secret. They say, only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way, and then shall the wicked be revealed. Okay, they got to be revealed. And it says that wicked, who is known as that wicked or the wicked. See, Malachi 1 and 4. It says, whereas Edom says, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. This says the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord have indignation forever. See, these individuals is known as the border of wickedness. You see, King David was always dealing with the Edomites. And this is what he said. Verse 3, The wicked are estranged from the womb. See, they come from a bloodline. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. See, these jokers gonna speak a bold-faced lie and try to hide their identity. They is not gonna be truthful on who they are biblically and historically. They gonna tell you a bold-faced lie and try to deceive you. See, this is why they're called the deceiver, the antichrist, and the devil. Now, when you go into let's get them in Joel 3 talks about World War 3 when God gathered all the nations in the valley of Jehoshaphat. Because let's go ahead and qualify that one in Revelation 16 and 14. It says, for they are spirits of devils working miracles, which go forth unto the kings of the earth and of the whole world. See, Esau is the kings of the earth. These are these devils. They are the devils. It say to gather them to the battle of the great day of God Almighty. Okay. And it says, verse 16, and he gathered them together in the place called in the Hebrew tongue, Armageddon. Now that place goes into the valley of the Jehoshaphat. See, Megiddo, all in the same area. So when you go into Joel 3, that's what it's talking about, Armageddon. And he gathered the nation. And so what was going on at this time? Verse 6, the children also of Judah and Jerusalem have you sold unto the Grecians. Now these Grecians, we know that they was the so-called white man. So it's clear who the Grecians were. But who did Joel say that these Grecians was in verse 19? Egypt shall be a desolation, and Edom shall be a desolate wilderness for the violence against the children of Judah, because they have shed innocent blood in their land. So it wasn't just some name of a landmass that the people is known by. They was known to be Edomites. See, they was the one that was selling the Israelites, and turning. Look at verse 3. It say, they have cast lots for my people. See, on the auction blocks, they have given a boy for a harlot. See, they're a bunch of perverts. It says, and sold a girl for wine that they might drink. The whole wine and liquor industry is ran on the backs of the Native American and the descendants of slaves. They created it and they ran it. And so this is talking about the so-called white man here in America and throughout the world. This is them as a nation. See, they are known as the border of wickedness, and they got to be revealed. Let's get Jeremiah 49 and 10. They say, but I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places. See, he got many secret places that he is dwelling in. It say he shall not be able to hide himself. See, he hiding in all these secret places. One of them is the so-called white man, calling himself white. Another one is calling himself Caucasian. See, another one is calling himself European, Anglo-Saxon, German, Russian, British, whatever they want to call themselves, the Brits. See, they making up all kind of false identity. And so this is how the Lord is going to exposing his behind. See, let's go back to 2 Thessalonians, the 2nd chapter, verse 8. It says, and then that wicked, see that wicked that was in Malachi, that wicked that King David was talking about, that wicked that King Solomon was talking about, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. The spirit of his mouth. Who is the spirit of his mouth? See, who is going to be the one exposing these people? It say, verse 7, surely the Lord God will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants the prophet. See, his servants the prophet is the spirit of his mouth, and he gonna reveal the secret to them, and they gonna reveal the secret to the world. See, they gonna reveal that Esau Edom is the so-called white man. And see, this is how we prophesy against Mount Seir. Let's get that real quick. It says, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir, and prophesy against it, and say unto it, Thus says the Lord of hosts, Behold, O Mount Seir, I am against you, and I will stretch out my hand against you, and will make you most desolate. See, and why is he telling us to expose these people? Verse 5, because you have had a perpetual hatred, and have shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. See, you kept the operation going, and the hatred going, and the bloodshed going all the way up to the iniquity had an end, till you saw them waking up and proclaiming who they were. Now, let's see here. Let's get Obadiah. Obadiah is saying concerning Edom. Concerning Edom. Okay, you got verse 2. It says, I have made thee small among the heathen. The so-called white man is the smallest nation, the smallest group of people with the same background in the world. You can Google that and look that up, Salaki. Then you got verse 6. It say, how are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? The prophets. See, the prophet is going to expose these people. Let's get Luke 68. Luke chapter 1. And I'm going to start at 70. It said, as he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets. This is how he's speaking. This is how he gonna expose these red dragons, these Edomites. This is how he gonna expose who the so-called white man is. See, let's see here. Oh, Habakkuk. Habakkuk and Obadiah is talking about the Edomites. See, exclusively. Look at what it say in Habakkuk 2 and 4. Say, behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him. See, talking about Esau and the Edomites. Verse 5, ye also, because he transgressed by wines, he telling lies, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home. See, always invading somebody's land, who enlarge his desire as hell and is as death. See, he that pale horse in Revelation 6, death riding on the horse. See, and power was given unto these Edomites and cannot be satisfied. See, the so-called white man cannot be satisfied. He want all of the resources and all of the land. He say, but gather unto him all nations and heap unto him all people. That's why you got his throne of iniquity, Babylon the Great America, is the melting pot. They call it the melting pot because he's heaping unto him all the people. And he doing it in the other 10 horns as 10 kings. He's doing it in those nations too. The immigration and the migration to those nations is ridiculous, and it's a major problem. And the Amalek is promoting the crap because he's trying to mix the people up so he can be the only one standing up as the white man. Now, let's see here. What else we want to reveal these dragons? Oh, let me get Azariah. See, we talking about the wicked. It's evident that these people is on a whole nother level. Verse 9, it says, and you did deliver us into the hands of lawless enemies. See, that's why even a whole so-called holy Christian church will tell you that the law is done away with. See, they are lawless people, most hateful forsakers of God, and to an unjust king. All of their laws are unjust, and the most wicked in all the world. See, it's one nation that's the most wicked, and these are the people that's called the wicked by King David, King Solomon, and all of the prophets. And Apostle Paul brought it out in 2 Thessalonians that they got to be revealed. See, and so this is what we doing. We got to expose Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. See, it's not no you gonna talk about it a little bit and leave it alone. It say, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. See, they the one ruling the world. This is their world, and when they are destroyed, when they heaven and they earth is destroyed, then the new heavens and the new earth, which is Jacob, he's gonna be the ruler. And so this is our duty, man. This is not us uh talking about the truth is all about they acting like the truth is all about talking about the white man is the devil. No, that's what got to be prophesied and preached and taught, so people understand this is the mission. See, this is the mission of the prophets, so that day can come. We want that day to come. We don't want to sit around and talk about everything else under the sun and don't talk about the stuff that got to be talked about for that day to come. See, he got to be exposed. We already went into slavery and lost our identity. See, and then when he is exposed, that's going to reveal who the devil is and wake up the elect. You see, until if he ain't being exposed, the elect ain't gonna wake up. See, because he the main uh he the main mission, so the elect can get the truth. See, until he is revealed, and the elect gonna be deceived and thinking that it's all gravy, and he can go to the freaking Christian church or the Muslim mosque or whoever, whatever lie and wine that the Edomites done fed people to drink. So this man got to be revealed before anything else go on. Now let me see. Let me get that Luke real quick. Well, Luke 17, 20, no, 7, 21 and 15, Salakia. It say, for I will give you a mouth and wisdom which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay nor resist. See, this is the mouth the Lord is giving us to expose this man. See, to consume him with the spirit of his mouth, because he putting the words in our mouth, like 2 Ezra 15 verse 1 say. He putting the spirit in our mouth so we can prophesy against Mount Seir and these Edomites. So I'm gonna leave it there. All praises to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah, Hashem and Kakadash. The honor to the elders pushing the truth. Peace to the elect worldwide. Our kingdom is at hand. Shalom.